Hello, welcome back to the FC26 Everton career mode. No face cam today. That is because the room that I normally record in has been just overtaken by more baby equipment and clothes and stuff than you could possibly ever imagine, and it doesn't make the best background. Obviously, very exciting, new signing arriving here in February. However, the room that I record in is an absolute state, so this just means you get to see more of the screen and less of my mug and messy spare room. It's a disgusting start to the episode today, I'm not going to lie. Starting away at Chelsea, we've got Arsenal at home after that, and then away to Burnley, where hopefully the pressure will let off a little bit. I say it's disgusting. We did really well against Man City away. However, we also got destroyed by Liverpool, so against the elite teams in this league, we do have a bit of a mixed record this season. Hopefully, we can improve it away at Chelsea. So let's just get into the games. We're nearly there at the January transfer window, and we know business will have to be done. But until then, here is Chelsea away. Here we go then, and it's another one of these new intros on FC26. They do look good, don't they? Here is Stamford Bridge. I'm sure as it pans around, we'll probably see Brentford and Fulham in the background. We do. And it looks like the weather's all right in West London today. We have made one change, or Tommaso Ricci has made one change, I should say, with Garner coming in for Ndai, of all players, with Grealish going out to the wing, just to add a bit more stability into midfield. And hopefully this 4-3-3 formation will give us the strength in defence that we need, but also the attacking outlets that we need to try and punish Chelsea when we do get opportunity to do so. And it looks like Henrik's playing left back. We might need to change that. And we just give it away to Estevao, the young Brazilian who looked, well, he has at points this season, looked like the second coming of, well, name your favourite footballer. And here he is on the wing. He's got his gloves on in the cool December air. We'd expect nothing less as Pickford clears it. Up to Barry, Dewsbury Hall. And Garner, Gay will try and spread it out wide to Garner, who does well to hold on to it. Back to Mikolenko. And then Garner tries a little chip over the top, and that is claimed by Gusto. 15 minutes gone. Good work by Grealish there, intercepting the ball. We've pressed well, and he's got a chance to score here as Grealish. Jack Grealish against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge puts Everton in the lead. Hair flopping. He celebrates with the fans. That's his third goal in 15 appearances this season for Everton. And he deserved to get the goal there because it was all about him. It was all about his pressing. Caught Chelsea napping. It's a good finish into the top corner. 1-0 to Everton. And against the run of play, we find ourselves in the lead. Oh, nice turn from Estevao after the pass from João Pedro. He's through to Garnacho. And the former Man U man can only find Pickford. As Henriks now looks for a pass right down the middle with Dewsbury Hall in lots of space. He's got Semenyo outside him. It's a good ball to Semenyo. He's got space to run into. Is he taking it too wide? He'll try and come back with him. On to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall. 2-0 to Everton. 23 minutes gone. 2-0 to Everton at Stamford Bridge. Who saw this coming? Not me. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. That's his first goal of the season, believe it or not. And the boos ring out as the Toffees in the away end, in the shed, still continue their celebrations. Great play from Semenyo, not selfish, found himself at a tight angle, didn't go for goal, instead found Dewsbury Hall, who continued his run, finished past the keeper, 2-0. And that photographer has got a great shot of a very unexpected second goal for Everton. Oh, Estevao tackles Mikolenko there, and it's Garnacho with a few step-overs. And he pulls one back. For a moment, it looked like he was more interested in doing 15 million step-overs in a row than he was in putting the ball past Pickford. But in the end, he just does both. Tarkowski couldn't get near it. And it's a thunderous effort into the side netting from Garnacho. Tommaso Ricci, wearing his, some would call it a stylish coat. I would consider it an abomination, to be honest. 2-1 to Everton still. But Chelsea pull one back, and what a first half an hour we've had here at Stamford Bridge. George dancing, looks for the pass through. Tarkowski will clear it this time. And Garner in his wide midfield role. Onto Barry, who will look for Semenyo outside. Just about puts enough on his pass to get it out to the right winger. Who now will look for Barry in return. Or maybe it goes all the way across. It's nearly a stunning ball. It's just cleared from danger in the end by Chelsea as Lavia looks to take it away onto Chumani. And it'll be George onto Garnacho. There's not a chance to catch your breath in this game. 35 minutes gone. It's all action. As Garnacho tries a few little tricks again onto João Pedro. Who turns us inside out. João Pedro to make it 2-2. He does. And we've squandered a 2-0 lead away at Stamford Bridge. I guess the other way of looking at it is that without those two unexpected goals, we would be 2 down, which is what we probably would have expected by half-time in this game. As it stands, we've still got a chance. We're still in it, but after a promising first 20 minutes, our defence has just turned to absolute rubbish, to be honest. Cucurella into the box. Hopefully Pickford claims it. It does, and there goes the half-time whistle. 2-2. I wasn't expecting... I mean, if you told me there were going to be 4 goals in this game, I would have believed you, but I wouldn't have thought that we would have 2 of them at half-time. 1 goal for that man, and we're still in this. They've got pace and they've got trickery on the ball in the final third. But we still look dangerous as Cucurella drifts infield to get the ball to Chumani and then out to the left wing again with George. And we just can't defend very well as Garnacho has a chance to get his second of the game, and Pickford with a good save. And for a moment, it looked like he'd accidentally made a worldie of a second save as well, but it was offside. Whew. Oh, Estevao. Tarkowski didn't react, and Pickford saves well. Okay, looking for Barry, who times his run well. Barry is one-on-one with Henderson, and it is Barry puts us back in the lead. 3-2 to Everton. He wheels away in celebration. The Chelsea defenders can't believe they gave Tieno Barry that much space. 13 appearances, 6 goals. Is nearly on 0.5 a game average. And once he got into this position, you just knew he was going to score onto his left foot. Henderson had absolutely no chance. We retake the lead. This time, let's hope we can hold on to it. João Pedro with a cute pass to Lavia. And Branthwaite does well this time. Gets his body in the way as Garner takes it away. Not many options in front of him, but he does get it through to Barry, who manages to control a heavy pass. Garner continues his run and will look out to the left wing for Grealish. He chips it back to Barry, who can't get his head to it. He's just beaten by a defender. And you imagine Branthwaite will win that all day long. That he does, but he only puts it into the Chelsea half as far as Garnacho, who is now on the ball. Through to Estevao, the young Brazilian. He's been tricky this game. You don't know what he's going to do next. And he, with a little bit of skill there, he skilled his way into trouble there with Garner coming across and Dewsbury Hall now taking it away for us. And this is end-to-end stuff. What a game this has been. Out to Semenyo. Can we restore our 2-goal advantage? Dewsbury Hall onto Gay. Gay on his left foot, and it's always going wide. We are actually looking to make a substitution. We're waiting for the ball to go out of play. Tommaso Ricci not afraid to make a defensive substitution to try and shore up our defence. Ready to bring Ertzkan on in the place of Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite does well there. It's not a very convincing clearance from Pickford, but it does reach Dewsbury Hall. And then Dewsbury Hall himself loses possession with Cole Palmer coming right back at us. He's searching for space and finds it, but then Dewsbury Hall tackles again. He finds Barry. And it's a chance for Semenyo to run to the corner flag with 1 minute of added time remaining for a famous win away at Stamford Bridge. Maybe we'll just hold it here. He's a strong big boy, is Semenyo. No match for Cucurella. And we do lose it now, but we win it back with Semenyo, who gets it into Barry. Oh, and surely that was a handball by Gusto. We don't have them turned on in the box, but it doesn't matter, because that is a massive away win. As Christmas approaches, what early Christmas gift could you ask for that would be any better than 3 points away at Stamford Bridge? We weren't expecting it. We knew we'd have to play well. We didn't defend to our best abilities, but going forward, We were excellent and we were clinical. 3-2 to Everton. With 3 days to go to Christmas, there's plenty of festive cheer and the blue half of Merseyside following that wonderful 3-2 away victory at Stamford Bridge. Today, the Toffees welcome Mikel Arteta's Arsenal to the Hill Dickinson Stadium. We've gone for the 3-4-3 formation, changing it up from the Chelsea game. I know that it worked well, however, I feel that against Arsenal, we'll try and get down their flanks as their wing-backs get forward. And it looks like Hincapié is the left back as well, which might mean that we've made a good decision there, trying to get wider. Calafiori is in defence there, as we can see as well. Maybe he's a centre defender today. I don't really know what's going on with their team. As Grealish looks to put Barry in. What a ball that is from Grealish. It's Barry. Tieno Barry. Oh. Well, that is a warning. It's a superb ball from Grealish. Barry controlled it nicely, and then his effort just whistles past the post. Tommaso Ricci looking confident. And with that effort, you can see why he would feel every little bit of that confidence. As Raya sends it out with 5 minutes played here at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Trossard onto Gyökeres. Gyökeres turns inside. Pickford saves. And Branthwaite sends it out to Ndiaye, who will look for Grealish down the line. Ødegaard now on the ball. Out to Saka. You've got to be careful of him cutting in onto his left, as he has done here. He looks for Rice. Declan Rice. Blocked by Tarkowski. Saved by Pickford. We'll keep them out for now. Oh my God. Well, Gyökeres will claim it. Gyökeres will claim it. And if you listen hard enough, you can hear Harry Hill commentating over that absolute calamity of a goal. In all fairness to Gyökeres, he did head it on purpose. It didn't just hit him, as I first thought. He purposely got his head in the way. That is a ridiculous goal. I've never really seen anything quite like that. 1-0 to Arsenal. Okay. And Ndiaye out to Grealish. Can we cut it back? It's a great ball. Raya with an incredibly strong right hand to claw it away. O'Brien can only get as far as Rice. What a chance that was. Not long to go till half-time as Barry looks for Semenyo. Henriks continues the run. Henriks is found by Semenyo. What's Henriks going to do here? We just win the corner in the end. He did well. There weren't many options in the box. There's a Freddie Ljungberg banner in the Arsenal end. As Dewsbury Hall looks to whip it in, and David Raya claims it easily. Oh, Gyökeres left in far too much space. Saka must be offside. Saka must be offside. Saka is not offside. And that's a nightmare scenario. Conceding, well, 30 seconds after the whistle should have gone for half-time. It's 2-0 to Arsenal. We were unfortunate with the first. And you can see actually there, it's the, I don't know if it's Henriks who it is, a right back, who keeps Saka onside there. Pickford weirdly trying to save the shot going to his left with his right foot. We'll have discussions about that in the dressing room at half-time. And it looks like it'll be 2-0 to Arsenal at the break. And Tommaso Ricci's men with a small mountain to climb. We'll call it a hillock. At half-time, following the 2 Arsenal goals in the first half. And Ndiaye maybe could have pulled the triggers. Gyökeres will take it away. I think he might be the strongest player on FC26, but he can pick a pass as well to Trossard, looking to basically finish it off. Takes it early, takes it quick on his left foot. Pickford saves. It's a corner to Arsenal at the start of this second half. Semenyo, he does have Barry in the middle for him. Towards Barry, and his header just goes wide. It's a half chance. He was at a tight angle. Neat to get it to Semenyo. He'll try and pull it back to Barry. That is a corner. 28 minutes left of this game. And we'll try and keep this corner away from Raya. Gets it towards Hakovsky and it's just over the bar. That's a much better delivery from Dewsbury Hall. And Dye looks at Dewsbury Hall. He's got Henriks here, the right back. Onto Garner. Oh. It's a corner. We're running out of time, but this is good pressure. And the outswinger from Dewsbury Hall is headed away. Can we get there before Gyökeres? No, we cannot. I think it's been found by Barry. And it is Jack Grealish. And it's just crowded out. We couldn't get close enough for the shot. That will be the game, you imagine. It is 2-0 to Arsenal. We showed flashes of good attacking play at points in that game, but just couldn't break them down. One very fortunate goal with a fair chunk of skill attached to it at the same time, it must be said, for Arsenal, followed by some lax defending, where we should have played Saka offside, but just kept him on, and he, at the second time of asking, put it past Pickford. 2-0 to Arsenal. But 3 points out of 2 games against Chelsea and Arsenal, I think we will have to take. It's Boxing Day football, which is to say it is the 27th of December for our away trip to Burnley. Had to make a few changes owing to the fixture congestion. And it is the first start of the season for Tyler Dibbling in right midfield, replacing Henriks, who was tired. The other 2 tired players were Ndiaye and Grealish. So Alcaraz and Rural come into the team to, alongside Beto as well, replacing Barry to complete a kind of ramshackle visiting 11 for Everton. Burnley, newly promoted, not to be taken lightly. But we will have massive confidence from our performances in the last 2 games. Despite that loss at home to Arsenal, it's obvious that we are a good team when we put our minds to it. As Beto looks at Rural. And a few players here hoping to stake a claim on a more regular starting 11 spot as Beto goes to Dewsbury Hall. Can't quite find Dibbling as Disasi and Larson try and clear it for Burnley. Gay out to Dibbling. Doesn't need to do anything crazy, just keeps it simple. The pass on to Rural. And Alcaraz in lots of space. It's Alcaraz. Julian Alcaraz pokes at it and Dubravka puts it around the post for the first corner of the game. It's a good start. Round the corner from Rural to Alcaraz, who shoots, and it's a whipped effort. Easily saved by Dubravka in the end. He'll roll it out to Humphreys. Good touch from Alcaraz. And Beto will now look for Alcaraz, who continues his run. He's done it really well there. It is Alcaraz. Tries to put it across the box, but there's no one there. Humphreys will clear it for Burnley. What wonderful play that was by Julian Alcaraz. 2 wonderful first-time touches. Gave him an opportunity to create a bit of something, but nobody was quite on the same wavelength. As here he is on the ball again. Best player on the pitch so far in this game. It's a neat interchange of possession from the Everton players on the right wing there. This is very good passing. This is very good passing in the slick conditions at Turf Moor. Beto out to Semenyo on the wing. He looks towards the edge of the box, can't get there. Can Tyler Dibbling win the header? He kind of does, but not really. But Beto claims it well onto Dewsbury Hall. It's a very condensed, compressed final third that Burnley are defending. Alcaraz. Oh, it's off the bar. Good header for Beto. Great ball from Alcaraz. And we wrestle the woodwork after half an hour at Turf Moor. And Bondarenko sounds like 007's worst alias ever to infiltrate a Russian spy camp. Out to Edwards and now Florentino. A delicious kind of biscuit. Bondarenko scores. And that serves me right for having a go at the names, doesn't it, really? Artem Bondarenko puts Burnley in the lead. 5 goals this season already for him. Nearly won every 3 games. That man with the beard couldn't quite believe it. They've cut us open there. We've been the most promising team so far, but it counts for nothing if you concede goals like that. 1-0 Burnley. And here's Josh Cullen, who was amazing at Bradford all those years ago on loan. Apparently he's still quite good at Burnley in the Premier League. If you can do it at Valley Parade, you can do it anywhere. That's the old saying. As Amdouni is through now. A few step overs. It is delightful. It is delightful. After the skill, all he had to do was roll it past the wrong-footed Jordan Pickford. 2-0 to Burnley. That's a weird pit that they have at Turf Moor in front of the stand there. If somebody falls into that, it might be... Well, they might be falling for a very long time. Here's the goal again. Good finish. And the first goal felt a little bit harsh. The second goal is pure class. Ooh, and Tyler Dibbling says to Martin Dubravka, have you done your stretches this morning? Martin Dubravka says, yes, I have, and tips it over the bar. What a header! He had one earlier on that hit the bar, but this time, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall picks out Beto, who rises high like a salmon, but unlike a salmon, he can head a football as well. In off the post. He's on the penalty spot. It's a good 12 yards out. It's a long way to head a football and beat a keeper, but it's got curve on it. It's got power. It's got placement. That is superb from Beto. Into the second half now as we look to regain parity with Burnley after an eventful first half. There was some good football on show from both teams at points. At other points, well, there wasn't, was there? As Beto looks for Alcaraz. This man, Julian Alcaraz, has been possibly the best player on the pitch. At least he was before. Burnley scored. He's looking for Beto there to add his second of the game. Can't quite do it as Bondarenko takes it away for Burnley. Onto Florentino. And into safety for the home team. In a tight space, Semenyo turns his man incredibly well. That is an incredible piece of skill from Semenyo. He tries to cut inside Disasi, but can't quite do so. Good play from Alcaraz. Unselfish play because he knew he was going to get wiped out there as Raul steps forward. Looks for Beto in the box. It is Beto, but Dubravka claims the ball before him. Ertzkan takes it away for our last chance, really, in this game. Dibbling does well to get it onto Semenyo. Semenyo looks for Beto, doesn't get there. How much stoppage time will there be? Just the 1 minute. It's this attack. It's the last attack of the game for us. Semenyo. Onto Dewsbury-Hall. Onto Merlin Rural. Time running out. The home fans getting impatient, wanting the referee to blow his whistle. It's Alcaraz. We'll put it into the box towards Beto. Isn't quite there. Can Alcaraz win it again? No, he can't. And I think that will be full time. 2-1 to Burnley. Oh... Well, that is disappointing. We started off the episode so well with a wonderful away win against Chelsea, but following defeats to Arsenal and Burnley, well, the issues have really been underlined to us. I don't think it was a bad performance. Alcaraz, a particular highlight. Tyler Dibbling was okay on his debut. But it does highlight that we will have to do some business in January. We've got one more game to go until then. I can't remember who it's against, but... Tune in next time to Tilly Thomas YT to find out and see who we can get in the transfer window. Thank you for watching this time. Please do like and subscribe. And from a soggy Turf Moor, I'll see you later.